Hi there guys. I'm not going to say good morning because it's a fucking platitude and what's the point. I will say a warm welcome to you all from dystopia Britain, where entropy and misery is the norm. I have no specific topic at all. I just felt like sitting down and having a chat. Just feel like doing that because I want to know how you guys are doing as well, because everything the last week has been, oh man, look, it just feels like, you know, I sit down and I do these videos. Increasingly it feels, I just get this feeling of, oh, what's the point? Nobody's interested, which I don't believe those are my thoughts, by the way, but I feel that is what's going on. A perpetual, dull, but very insistent droning. Remember I used to talk about the dark generator? Well, it's that. The black hand, the dark generator. It's a pervasive sense of menacing energy. Like, you know, like that Horcrux energy in the Harry Potter books or in the movies. That perpetual, heavy, black sense of despair and hopelessness, and it's affecting people. Like, I really just needed to talk about this to you guys out there. I mean, the trailing in the sky has been off the charts. I've never ever seen it as bad as that. It has been absolutely perpetual, and it's like, wow. It's literally, they're blocking out the light. The sun, the light has been of a very dirty color, whereby my skin looks yellow and my friend's skin looks yellow and everybody else looked yellow. It was a dirty, yellow. Hold on a minute, guys, because it's, oh god, right. That dirty, malevolent, menacing energy of it doesn't really have words. Sometimes it does. You know, obviously it's like that guy Jerry Marcinski, who talks about schizophrenics and voices and intrusive voices and whatnot. Well, the thing is, this doesn't just happen to schizophrenics. This happens to all souled beings, including animals, right? It's just that some of us are aware of it and most of us are not. Most people, soul people, are not even aware of it, or they are dimly aware in the sense of, oh, the inner critic, but they refuse to go inward and question what is the inner critic, and then go into it and listen and spend time being present with it and going into it and working out what's going on. Most people just don't want to do that. Most people just don't want to go inward at all. They don't want to do the inner work, because I think deep down they know that they can find out. They're going to stop being able to dissociate. They're going to stop being able to pretend that this experience is something that it isn't. They're going to start seeing the truth. That, and I'm not going to say that we live in hell, because that is a religious concept, which is programming, which makes you, which seems to indicate that, oh, we are in hell because we deserve to be, because we're bad and we deserve to be punished, which is not true. Hell is an energy. Hell is that dark generator, toxic, dirty energy, and it is like a substance, because I could feel it on my skin. It's really thick, like pus. Yeah. Honestly, the light, they sprayed and sprayed and sprayed and sprayed and sprayed and sprayed, and then all the light was gone. It was dark all throughout the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's just dark and like a dirty yellow light, and that perpetual sense of terror, of fear, and then a lot of grief, and then rage, and then fear, terror, beyond fear, yo. There are no, it's also difficult because there's no words for any of it. There aren't any words for any of it. And if you're not really that awake and you're not really doing any inner work, you're not even going to know what I'm talking about, because it's not going to affect you in the same way. But, you know, then again, I don't really care anymore, because I can sit here and do these videos and they will be received by different soul travelers, soul people in different ways, whatever, you know. But I do know this. Some years back, in a dream, I had this vision, or the words saying that evil is revealing itself. And that's exactly what is happening. And evil's not revealing itself because it wants to or chooses to. It's revealing itself because it has to. You know that saying, the cleverest thing the devil ever did was to make people think he doesn't exist. So the whole secularization of society has been a massive effort to make us think that there is no such thing as evil. You know, trust the science, and everything you only live once and then you die, and there is no meaning to anything at all. Everything is random, blah blah, which I know not to be true. I see divine design in everything. I do. Evil doesn't want me to see that. Evil wants me to think everything is meaningless. Evil doesn't want me to sit here and do this video. Evil wants me to think that nobody gives a fuck, that everything is pointless and meaningless and worthless and finished and fucked and doomed. Evil wants me to spend all my time on the internet scrolling. I don't, not at all. I mean, the ads, the weird, bizarre ads everywhere that are just sickening and twisted and bizarre and sick. So obviously sick, diseased, evil. Right? If you're an empath and you're sensitive to the pervading energies, you can feel it, you see it, you know, beyond any doubt that there is a cleansing happening. The boil has been lanced and all the pus is flowing out, and it stinks and it's dirty yellow and it's evil and it's menacing. And it feels, because it's screeching like a banshee, it feels very angry. See, evil wants to operate in the unseen peripheral. That's where it has power. But when you see it, feel it, then no. Something is happening and its food, lush, is diminishing. The quality of its food is less. And the amount of people that YouTube videos, people knowing that, hey, why are we paying to live? Why do we live such short, shitty, crappy lives? Why do we have all these health issues, right? And I'm not talking about a particular medical experiment. Well, actually it wasn't an experiment, it was a very targeted bloody logistic operation, but hey, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in general that it's like I got this gaslighty letter from the dental practice that I go to, how they got rid of their last NHS, National Health Service dentist. He retired, or they got rid of him or whatever, and saying that, oh, we now no longer provide free dental treatments, but it's okay because you can benefit from, you know, the expertise of private dentists, and it's so much better. And I'm like, that's blatantly gaslighty and evil, because they know full well that a hell of a lot of people can't afford to go to the dentist, because the prices that they charge are astronomical, they're insane with fucking greed. It's like veterinary services are the same. And you got to think about this. If people can't afford to feed themselves, they're not going to be able to afford to feed their animals, their pets. They're not going to be able to go to the dentist. What's going to happen to these animals? This, that and the other. I mean, the fallout here is absolutely horrific. It's like dominoes, right? Everything is connected. So you just stop and ponder that, if you will. Oh. Yesterday was absolutely horrifying. It was so bad. And my friend called me and he said, I'm out here. He's a gardener, right? So he was doing about 6 different gardens in 6 different areas. And everywhere he went, he saw his clients were either really ill or just all out of sorts. He said people were behaving oddly. People were behaving like people that used to be perfectly amiable are now mean. Just mean, vicious, nasty, narcissistic. Because of course, everything that was hidden, I mean, even 5-6 years ago, if you were a twisted, nasty narcissist, you would have you have to pretend that you're not. You have to, to fit in, because whatever, so I don't know, whatever, something. But it's all coming out. I feel it. I feel that vicious, nasty, attacky energy. And it's absolutely appalling. They're all crawling out of the woodwork. Because the masks are slipping. The masks are coming off. And people, whether they're soul narcissists, some of them are, or these demonic possessed NPCs with their black eyes and their evil, whoever they are, whatever that is, I don't know, but because there is a difference between a souled being that is narcissistic and these NPCs that are possessed by demonics. There is a massive difference. And that's why online, the whole virtual experience, virtual world is dangerous as fuck, because you don't know what you're dealing with. Anyone, any being behind the curtain they will set up fake profiles, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, however, Instagram. You think you're dealing with a real person, and what they love to do, they like to, like I get this on my channel. I get people, and I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say people, because I don't think that's what they are. I get these comments, and they're good comments, nice comments, and it's positive, and it makes me feel good, because I like to know that, that there is meaningfulness here, and that I'm connecting and communing with other souled beings. That's the purpose of this channel, right? For fuck's sake. You could say, well, give me likes or give me a comment. Well, yeah, because that then shows me that there is that we are communing, that there is a connection, that there is meaning, that my energy and my intention is being received by you, and then you show me that back, and we have this relationship and a connection that is meaningful and beneficial, and that serves the light. That's what it's about. It's not one of these channels like these empty artificial intelligence generated gatekeeping false light blind alley garbagey channels where it's like, give me a like and leave a comment and give me. They just want your life force. I don't want your life force. I give you my light, my love, I share of myself with love, and you give me that back, and we have this perpetual motion, and it's a good thing, and it serves the light, and it helps us to heal, right? That's different. Evil always mimics the light, but it's the inversion of it. So, right? So you get these comments, and for like months or even a year or 2 years, they're like nice and this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden the knife comes out and stabs you in the back, and you get this really nasty, underhanded, belittling, covert, but really quite obviously evil comment. And it's like, wow. And then I got an email, and it was like, but they just revealed themselves totally, and it was like, wow, jeez. The virtual world is absolutely infested and infected with these creatures, whatever they are. Some of them are going to be real people, and they're going to be sold, but they're just going to be fucked up. You know, and I forgive that because they know not what they do and what not. But I will set my boundaries and say absolutely all access denied. But I often feel that we are also dealing with whoever the fuck controls the algorithm. Who is really, in terms of external, right, the world supposedly that we exist in, what is it? What is it? It was weird because I was watching Mr. MBB 333, which is a channel that I'm subscribed to, that has he covers UFOs and high strangeness and weird shit like that, and it's nowhere near as good as it used to be actually, because I can tell he's sold, but he's not functioning properly. Like a lot of people are really not functioning. They're not, their cognitive processes are all over the place because the intrusive voices that they don't realize are not their thoughts are fucking with people in a massive way, and then you get all the weird algorithm bot comments telling him that, oh, you should do videos about this and you should not do videos about that. And so he started doing all these videos about stuff that soul beings don't give a fuck about, and it all went off the rails, but it's whatever. But it's still a reasonably good channel, but that's not the point. The point was, I was watching his last videos, and at about 10 minutes in, these people were in the car, and they caught this, should I say craft? I can't really say it's a craft. It's something in the sky, an object that looked exactly like an object in space. There's an episode of Star Trek, The Next Generation, Season 5, Episode 25, The Light Within, it's called, where the Starship Enterprise is confronted. There's this object floating about in space, and it has an effect on Captain Picard, and it knocks him out, and he subsequently lives this entire lifetime as this guy with a family, with a wife. It's all really beautiful and good and true and meaningful. But it turns out that what he's living is basically it's a well, it's not real. God, I'm not very good with words today, guys. So you'll just have to bear with me. It's a simulation-like experience because this civilization is gone. It is no more because their sun went nova, and that's the end. And they left this device, this object, out there in space, and when a starship passes by, it affects one of the members on board when they have the right brain chemistry or something, and they have that experience, and it's like a testament to that civilization. I mean, it's a bit intrusive and all, but that object in that Mr. MBB video that these people captured in the sky looks just like that. Like, wow. I for a long time have been pretty much convinced that this is a simulation, because it's like the whole Fibonacci sequence tells me that. The whole sort of mathematical nature of this place tells me that. And when it all goes dark like it has, and I get all foggy and confused like I am, I start to reach. I want clarity so much, and I want, and it's like I can't see the wood for the trees, to be honest. Really, I feel really confused, and I feel really discombobulated, and I feel a shitload of grief, because it's like the other day I had to go to the cash machine because I have to pay to live, and that in and of itself is a constant worry. I mean, when you stop and really tune in to the truth of what this experience is, you know that every soul being here lives in perpetual terror. That is the absolute truth. It is. People cannot face it. They don't want to look at it. They will make any excuse they can think of to make when you tell them that. Because the truth of that is horrifying. That we are in a state of perpetual... anything could happen at any given time. I mean, it's like there was a guy, he was a Facebook friend, and I quite liked him. We'd exchanged a few messages here and there, and I liked him, you know. He was a really nice guy, and he loved animals, and he was creative, and he just died, and I didn't even realise. And a lot of people are dying. A lot of people, you know, I don't know whether he did or not, if you know what I mean. I never asked, and I don't ask people that because that's really none of my business, but it wouldn't surprise me. My friend was speaking to one of his customers yesterday, who is a carer, you know. She goes around people's homes and helps them. And she said people are sick as dogs everywhere she goes. The funeral parlours are not able to cope with the demand. It's pandemonium. It's chaos and carnage. There are car wrecks everywhere. People having accidents, and people are literally just dropping, boom, dead. All kinds of weird shit's going on. I mean, it's a tidal wave, a massive upsurge of insanity and bizarre, toxic, dark, twisted, evil, nasty fucking shit. It made me feel really shitty, you know. I didn't even know, obviously. I mean, he's a Facebook friend. It's not the same as a friend. But you see, connection is connection, even in the small ways. that which is meaningful, where you share something that is beautiful, that nourishes your soul with another person, another being, that is meaningful. And when then that person, all I know is that he passed away unexpectedly. And he was 65, you know, and boom, just like that, gone. And it made me feel really, in my gut, you know, I really felt it. It's very, I can't even think of the word, but it felt very, yuck. Because when you feel the truth of this experience, this realm that we supposedly exist in, whatever this is, whatever this simulation-like place is, it is true that we are constantly in peril, we're constantly in harm's way, we're constantly in a subconscious manner worried about how we're going to survive. If you have plenty of money and your life has been relatively easy, you can dissociate fairly easily from that fact. But for some of us who have really been in the firing line, we know all too well the truth of this. And that truth, like me at that cash machine, all the cash machines used to be quite clean, because I think people used to be employed to clean them. Now, they're filthy. There's dog shit everywhere, right? There is filth everywhere. I don't touch them, you know. I just use a tissue and just like that. And then there's these, I mean, England, for example, Britain is, it used to be, well, a beautiful country, England's green and pleasant land, you know, the Isle of Avalon and all that type of shit. It's now, it's horrible. Oh God, it's gut-wrenching to me, that the ugliness and the squalor, the horrible, ugly, boxy slave cabins everywhere that people pay an absolute fortune for, that are made of ticky-tacky evil filth, horrible, with a tiny little patch of garden. But people are waking up, I know, because I know. They feel it, they know this is all wrong, this is all fucking wrong, and they would not realise this if everything was still, if they could still dissociate, if people could still get by well enough and have a bit of this and have a bit of that and have their holiday and have their blah and this and that and they would be able to deny and turn away from the truth, but they can't anymore, you see. They can't turn away from the truth that this is hell. It's not hell in the sense of, oh, it's a hell realm, because that would suggest that it's always been this way. And no, it's not true. Hell is a sickness, it's an evil infection. It is like a demonic invasion. It's terraforming. That's what's happened here, because there were many dark resets ago. It was way more beautiful, way better. It was better in the fucking 80s and the 90s. Yeah, it wasn't good then. It was evil then. There was a shitload of evil shit, like things like fur coats and whatnot. But now it is undeniable to those who are sold, to those who are brave enough, courageous enough to finally stand and say, yes, I see it now. I feel it now. I feel it now. I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my heart. I feel it here. I'm speechless with horror. What the actual fuck? What the fuck? It stinks, man. There's cars everywhere, belching out filth. We're all bloody sick. We have to go to the dentist all the time. We have to go and see the doctor all the time. Everybody's fucking sick. Back in the 70s and the 80s, people were sick all the time as well. It's not as if it was really any different then. I have a neighbour who used to be sort of semi alright, you know. She was alright. She had a sense of humour. She was okay. She's turned into, I don't even have any words. She verbally and physically abuses her children every day, very loud, menacing them, terrorising them. It feels to me as if she absolutely hates her children. It's demonic. It's horrifying. And I'm there and I'm thinking, what the fuck? What the fuck? Then there's a neighbour there who I worked out she's I don't like the word narcissist because it just isn't, it's a blanket terminology, but I've worked out that there's something very wrong with her, and she's very gaslighty and weird and manipulative, and kind of, I always have that feeling that she wants my life force, right? So I put up massive boundaries and just stopped interacting with her, and all of a sudden she's knocking on my door all the time, right? And I'm there and she's jabbering away at me about inconsequential, superfluous nonsense, pretending that it's genuine and oh yeah, and I'm like, no, you want my life force and I'm not giving it to you, right? So I'm just very non-committal. But I'm super aware that I'm dealing with something that isn't alive. There's no life force. It's like talking to a fucking dummy in a bloody department store. There's absolutely nothing there. But there is an intention there. There is something there because it keeps knocking on my door with fake excuses and whatnot. It's like, oh, you stopped giving me loose, so now I need to come knock on your door, and I want your see, because attention is life force, you see. That's why they want you scrolling. That's why they want you on your smartphone, because it sucks the life right out of you. It's the exhaustion that everybody is feeling. The human resonance is whoa, right? People are feeling the what people think is tinnitus or tinnitus is not. These sounds, these horrible, tacky, abrasive sounds, right, that are emitted from these electricity pylons that you see everywhere. Watch They Live. It tells you exactly what they are all about, and it ain't nothing to do with electricity, right? Those sounds, it's not tinnitus, no. I mean, it's really impossible to get out from under this perpetual terror drone. And I'm having to make a super... No, dear. See, my little cat, Piker, he's way out of sorts, man. He's really out of sorts. He just isn't happy at all. Poor little chick. Animals are highly sensitive, you see, highly sensitive. Nature is highly sensitive. It's easy to be so darkly fucked up, like so darkly influenced that you believe this is the end and evil's won. That belief, evil always wins and there's nothing you can do. Because we have lived in harm's way, living and dying and paying to live and getting sick and losing those we love, losing ourselves. it's torture, people. It's appalling, and we learn to torture and torment ourselves. All that rage and hate that we have felt because of what this is and what's being done to us, it accrues within your psyche because you're not expressing it, you're not releasing it, clearing it. You're in a dissociative state, thinking, believing, making yourself believe everything is okay, and we're just going to go on holiday, and oh, it's Friday, and oh, the weekend, and wine bar, and oh, I'll buy something, or I'll eat something, or I'll smoke something, or I'll take something. Hey, your sweetie pie. You're going to go on, yeah? Okay. None of that works anymore. I don't buy anything unless I need it. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. If I don't need it, I won't buy it. I'm not watching anything. I'll watch a bit of Star Trek here and there, but mostly I'm reading insofar as I can, or I listen to music that I know is clean, and just allow myself to be and process what I'm feeling, and literally stepping away from myself and observing my being. What's going on in my head? What am I feeling? What is my body telling me? What is happening here? You see, you've got to keep doing that, because if you keep turning away from yourself, if you keep self-abandoning, you're not going to elevate, you're not gonna, whoa. Look, here's my little chick. Hey, baby. Oh. Hey. Can't see you very well because it's a bit dark, isn't it? You feeling a bit better today? Yeah. You're a beautiful little baby, aren't you? You are. You're very, very beautiful. Mommy loves you. Yeah. Souled beings cannot live like this. We can't exist like this, We never could. We never fucking could. It's like everything that's meaningful and warm and good, that which nourishes the soul and makes this experience worthwhile, has been drained away. And that's why souled beings are waking up. Even people that were fast asleep and were dumber than a bag of hammers on account of all the mind control, and you thought, well, they ain't never going to wake up, are beginning to question things. Why am I having to pay tax on income that's already been taxed? Why am I having to whatever? It's why is there rubbish everywhere? Why am I paying £250,000 for a plastic fucking box? Like houses made of plastic bricks and whatnot. I mean, the quality of things that you buy nowadays is really, really bad as well. Everything is really shit and greedy fuckers everywhere, and just nasty cruelty, and oh man, just ugh. It's like these evil cannot help itself. It has to reveal itself. Revelations. But it's, how do you stay in the light? See, for me, I feel the creator, and I don't mean this in terms of dogma, because I don't do dogma. I don't follow any religion or any kind of dogma whatsoever. Nothing on the external outside of my consciousness is reliable in its entirety. I literally, it's like those pictures that you get, you know, made up of dots, little dots, and you have to focus out in order to actually see the shape of it. Because if you just look at it, it's just dots and you don't see anything, and it's like, well, it's like that. The Maverick effect. It speaks to me, you know. It's non-linear and it's weird. Oh, my love. Yeah, you're beautiful. But, and I have to remind myself, can I feel my light? Can I feel my light? Because the evil, the menacing, will want you to think that you're evil, that you're bad. You're sinful, you're sinful. You're being punished. God is punishing you. The amount of people just capitalizing to religion is mad. Sacrificing their sovereignty, their selfhood on the altar of perceived safety. Oh God, please save us, please save us. And God is not going to save you. God is going to consume you. He's going to eat you alive, because God is a parasite. And I don't believe the God of the Bible is an actual entity at all. I believe that all these programs, whether it's Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, all these types of things, and even secularism, you know, oh, there's nothing, nothingness, meaninglessness. It's all part of the same trauma-based mind control, lush harvesting operation conducted by who knows, really, right? We don't know. All these weird notions like, oh, Amazon is going to use robots for everything, and it's like, no, it's not. That's complete nonsense. People posting weird shit like, oh, this is oh, we're in dystopia now because everyone's going to have a home robot type of. Or there was this woman, and I saying, oh, yeah, we're all ready for the rapture and it's happening on Wednesday, and I'm scared to go and use the toilet because I wouldn't want it to happen when I'm down there with my, you know, my trousers down having a shit. And it's like the bizarre, insane nature of it all. But this is what happens, you see, when everything disintegrates and falls apart. You see, it's the wheat and the tares. That's what it is, you see. That's what it is. It's the wheat and the tares. And the tares, everything that is disgusting and evil, demonic, filth, it's all being shown for what it is. It is. Yeah. The boil has been lanced, you see, that's what's happened. The boil has been lanced and all the pus is draining away, and it's the most disgusting. Hold on a minute. Hey chick, what you doing? Oh, he loves sitting he's really easily pleased, right? Such a love. And so he has this little cardboard box. He likes little boxes, so he's all scrunched up inside, and then he likes to rip them apart. I think it's anger management. He's going through his own process, so he's like biting and tearing off bits of cardboard and spitting them out and whatnot. Bless him. So I'll leave him to it, because that's his way of clearing out, you know, the hell contagion. These voices, these intrusive, horrible voices, or just if it's not direct voices, it's sort of like I said, like a pervasive, menacing energy that wants to crush the life out of you and wants you to be in terror. And within that, yeah, you're super aware that, oh, but I've always existed like that here. anything can happen at any given time. That's the truth. We're always threatened, we're always in harm's way. Safety is like a commodity. The commodities here that people don't even realize. People think money is safety. Well, it isn't, because you can drop dead of a subdermal hematoma or whatever, right? You can be murdered. You can be run down by a fucking ambulance. I was nearly run over by an ambulance once. You know, you could get cancer and die. Money isn't going to save you. Or people think perhaps having a really good loving family is safety. And again, it's, yeah, up to a point. But you lose the people you love, often enough. Safety, freedom are states of being. Safety, freedom, love, belonging, communion, right? Or beauty, goodness, health, well-being, whatnot. None of these exist here, really. Not for very long, at any rate, right? There is no denying it anymore. The rabbit hole has no stairs. I did that video, I don't know how long ago. Look it up if you want. And I said it then, and that's exactly what's happened. And then you've got to feel it, right? You've got to feel it. You've got to see it. You've got to know it. You've got to feel it. And realise the truth. And I don't know if the truth will set you free. I don't know that. At this moment in time, I don't really feel like I know anything at all. I feel like I'm lost in the fugue again. I feel whatever goes for people, they're just simulacra. They're not real. They're not soul. There's nothing there, mostly. And there's a hell of a lot of nasty motherfuckers out there. And I believe that these are similar to in the Matrix, where they can download themselves into NPCs. That's all, it's part of it. And play the long gun, have you going there, leaving nice comments, and then people that in your life, even family members that you always used to get on with and thought were like this or like that, and all of a sudden they reveal their true nature to you, and and it's a shock to the system. I've heard people talk about this, where they've had friends, where they've had family members, where they've had neighbours, where they've had, I don't know, and all of a sudden this person reveals their true nature now, and it's horrifying. And of course that medical procedure that is still ongoing has done something. There's no doubt about that. It doesn't do the same, it hasn't the same effect on every person, but it has done something, without a doubt. I've had dreams about it. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be navigating this here now. I don't feel any kind of certainty, and I keep having to tune in and remind myself that I am good, that I am the light of love, that I am empathy, that I deserve goodness and well-being, that all souled beings, animals, nature, people deserve goodness and well-being. and that this once upon a time was the Garden of Eden, the most beautiful place in imagination, and that evil has invaded it more and more and more and more. That malevolent consciousness, there is it's a purification, I feel, and a cleansing, yeah. But it's very easy to think that it's just fucked, we're finished, we're doomed, And so I keep surrendering, I keep walking in faith, knowing that evil did not create me, and evil did not create other beings of light, because evil doesn't create, it only destroys. It's incredibly difficult. That's just a major understatement. Oh boy, that's such an understatement, isn't it, eh? I would very much like to hear from you guys. When you leave a comment, copy and paste it so that if it does disappear, you can post it again. And you can also post it in the community section, which is now called posts, right? So just look for that word, it's posts, and you can leave a comment in there. Or you can leave a comment under an earlier video that I did if you like. I think communion and reciprocation and communication meaningfully now is important more than ever, really. We all need to know that we're not alone, because we feel alone. Evil has created this evil, twisted, fucked up illusion that we feel we're separated from, we're disconnected from one another, right? People view each other with suspicion, because we are, as it were, humanity is as it were interspersed with these NPCs, these nasty, demonically possessed, black-eyed fuckers that commit crimes, emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, whatnot. And soul people, a lot of them are very infected as well, because they're very traumatized, they're very infected, their behavior is really, really bad, they're abusive. People are generally frightened of each other, we're all afraid of each other, we're all perpetually afraid of every fucking thing, we're even afraid of ourselves. Fear is the norm in this shithole. I shouldn't call it a shithole, that's not right. The evil infection is a shithole, but the natural world and soul beings are sacred to the light. But imagine, if you will, a world where there is no more hierarchy of any kind, no more leaders. Oh, I'm with all these people, but I was only following orders, and oh, I totally and utterly deny myself because, oh, the leader, all this, like just watching Star Trek, and you know, it's all programming. It's all, oh, the captain, the captain. Yeah, well, what about you? Oh, I'm nothing. No, it's the captain. You know, how far can I stick my tongue up your ass? It's sickening. Hierarchy, leaders, all this shit is garbage. It's evil, right? Imagine a world in which we are self-assured, complete and whole within ourselves, where we love ourselves and we are fully aligned with the light of love, where we are surrounded by others who exist in that same beautiful vibration of infinite unconditional love and harmonious creativity, where we are all independent yet interdependent, where we are telepathic, where we are imbued with the sounds of love and infinite goodness. Beautiful, the music of love, that which nourishes infinitely our soul, where there is no death, where there's no disease, where we are telepathic, where we commune with each other, not intrusively, but in a flow. Oh, just beauty, 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 such beauty. Everything is subtly luminescent. The light is golden, diffuse. It's not dark, but it's beautiful and warm, all-encompassing love, 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 and goodness. That. See if you can imagine that. See if you can feel that. Right? Every day I commune with the Creator as best I can and know that that is me too. We belong in that light. Yes, we are a part of that. We are emissaries of it. It is within us and all around us. Truly it is. We may not feel that much, but that which has installed this horrifying notion that we are separate, alone in hell, and you can't trust anyone, and you better work out how you're going to survive. Oh, I better worry about this and I worry about that, and oh God, we're all waiting for the shoe to drop, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Where we're being tortured and tormented. Oh, you need to put in a code if you want to access this, and you need to more now than ever before. Where it's just all AI this and AI that, and all lies and subterfuge and total and utter garbage. But we see it now. We see it now. Right? Yeah, it's horrifying. It feels absolutely horrifying, but we see it and we know it. And that, my friends, is what it's all about. I do feel, despite everything, that is very, very good. We see it for what it is. We're no longer dissociating. We have to cleanse it out, neutralize it. We need to heal. We are healing. We are healing. Cleansing. We are purifying. This is a purification. Right? We are beings of light, the light of love. I feel this, I do, and every day, as best I can, I commune with that. That's what I do. And I put my hands on the trees, and I commune with nature as much as I can, and myself. And that's why I do these videos, right? And yeah, I don't have all the nice graphics and the little phrases and words that come up on the screen and this, that and the other and whatnot. You get me as I am. I don't have any reason to be anything other than what I am, where I am at. You know, so yeah, I want to hear from you. I want to commune. That's the purpose of this channel, right? And I just want to know how you're doing out there, what you've been feeling, what you've been experiencing. So if you can, leave a comment and speak to me from your heart, you know. Because we are beings of the light. We are meant to commune with one another. You see, we are. We're not disconnected. We need meaning. We cannot live without it. The reason that everything is disintegrating and falling apart is because the souled collective can no longer exist like this. can't anymore. Because it's now completely meaningless. Completely meaningless. And it has been revealed for what it truly is. And that is the tipping point. That is the final threshold. And I'm not saying it's all going to be alright tomorrow. I'm not saying that at all. I'm fucking not got a clue at all. Because I'm in a fugue myself here. It's very hard. But once you can see the truth and feel it, as horrifying as that is, once you are purifying and cleansing it, we're at the point of breakthrough. That is what I feel. That is what I see. And whether we feel it or not, we are all connected, right? We always were. We always were. It's just that evil has used that connection in a nasty way to manipulate and gaslight us and set us against one another. It's like blackening the lines, you know, ley lines connect absolutely everything. Sacred vortexes of energy that have been hijacked by the dark side. That's the same sort of thing, and that's what it's done. But we are always connected, and that connection, communion, is being cleared and cleansed, and that's what we're feeling. We're feeling the collective consciousness, the churning, the poison coming out, you see, and that's what it is. So anyway, I'm going to call it a day there, because I've been going on for ages, feels like. I would very much like to hear from you, because you know what, I feel pretty... It's hard for me doing these videos and then not getting a lot of comments or anything, and I know people are going through it, but hey, I'm going through it, and I'm here doing a video because I'm reaching out to you and I want to hear from you, because it helps me so much as well to hear from you, you know, to hear where you're at, to hear what you are going through, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, because we are a family, you know, we are all connected, we need one another, you know. That's why that whole Tower of Babel incident, where they separated us all, they don't want us together. They don't want us incommunicado. They don't want us to belong. They want us separate. They want us to be alone, isolated, right? It's pretty obvious that's part of it. It's what they always do. All religions do it. All cults do it. Society, the system does that. War. Oh, be afraid, be afraid. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anyone. Oh, you can't even trust yourself. Ooh. Human nature is inherently bad. No. It's a pack of lies. We are the light of love, and we do need one another. It is called interdependence. We need ourselves very, very much. We need that sovereignty back, that selfhood, and then we also need to re-establish that communion that we have with one another, with ourselves, with one another, with nature, with animals, with the light of love, and that's what it's all about, right? Anyway, I'm going to call it a day there. So yeah, leave a comment if you can. That would be really appreciated. I want to hear from you, and please remember to copy and paste. All my love, all my heartfelt love to all of you. Bless you all.